In this video, we want to talk about cube roots. So here we have a complicated example, cubed root of negative 125x to the sixth. But let's start with some slightly easier ones. How about something like cubed root of 27? What this is asking is what number cubed equals 27? Well, I'm thinking it's 3 cubed. That gives us 27, right? Because 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So going backwards, right? The cubed root is essentially going backwards like that. Cubed root of 27 must be 3. And that's how these work. Instead of calling this cubed root, we could call it the third root. Usually we say cubed root, but this number here is the index. And remember, if there's nothing there at all, it's assumed to be a 2 there. So it's not, there's never really nothing there. If nothing's there, it's actually a 2. Okay, let's try another one here. So part B, cubed root of 64. Okay, so again, we're doing what number cubed equals 64? Well, 3 times 3 times 3 was 27. Let's do 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So indeed, it's 4 cubed, that is 64. So the cubed root of 64, going backwards, is 4. Now, 64 is a strange number because we also have, note, the square root of 64 is 8. So 64 has a cubed root, which is 4, but it also has a square root, which is 8. So that's, some numbers are like that. 64 is one of them. And again, if there's nothing here, we assume it's a 2 hanging out there. But you really never write the 2. How about cubed root of negative 64? So if this was square root, we would say not a real number. Or we'd have to use complex numbers or imaginary numbers or something like that. But because this is a cubed root, because this is odd, anytime that's odd, this negative just pops right out to the front there. Right? So we can think of it as negative cubed root of 64. Well, we already know that's 4, so negative 4. And you may not believe me. Maybe you're saying, why does that happen? Well, look, negative 4 cubed is simply negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Well, negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16 times negative 4. Well, 16 times negative 4, then we're back to the negative again, negative 64. So it checks out. So anytime this is an odd index, you bring the negative out front. If it's an even index with a negative inside, not a real number, not going to work out. Let's try this one. How about cubed root of x to the 15? Okay, so here you just take whatever's in the power, the 15 here, and divide it by the index. So it's a little trick, and we'll talk more about this when we get to rational exponents in a couple sections here. But for now, just divide it out. X to the 5th. So this is x to the 15 thirds, x to the 5th. Why does this work? Well, let's just look at it. What number cubed gives us x to the 15? Well, x to the 5th cubed is x to the 5 times 3, which indeed is x to the 15. So it works. There we go. Oh, I guess we're boxing answers here, so I'll be consistent, box that one. Okay, now we're ready to tackle the original question here. What is the cubed root of negative 125 x to the 6th? Well, we know that the negative pops out to the front, and I'm going to break this up. We can do that as long as we're breaking up over multiplication. So we have negative cubed root of 125 times cubed root of x to the 6th. Okay, well, we're asking what cubed is 125. Do you know what it is? It's actually 5. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. Times x to the, remember we just divide the exponent by the index here, so 6 divided by 3. So that gives us negative 5x squared. There we go.